In the last video we learned about recurrence relationships, where we realised that the sequence depended on the term before plus a common difference to give us the next number in the sequence. Well, if we define D as the common difference between each of the numbers in the sequence and A as the first term, we can come up with a general nth term for any arithmetic sequence, and that is taking the first term plus the common difference multiplied by the previous term number, which is n minus 1d. This is the rule that we will use to work out the nth term for any sequence. So I've got a sequence here that I looked up in the last video where we were looking for the general rule. I'm just going to show you that we can apply this rule to finding the nth term as well. So I'll just write the rule up here. So in this case, the common difference between each of our terms in the sequence is 3. So plus 3 each time. So D is going to, A is negative 4 and D is 3. So let's apply that to this rule here. The nth term for this sequence is minus 4 plus n minus 1 multiplied by 3. Now if I expand this, I get 3n minus 3. Simplify it, gives me the 3n minus the 7, which was the nth term that we got last time. So the nth term for this sequence is 3n minus 7. Now what we've got to do is find the 10th term in this sequence. So we're finding the 10th term, so T10 equals 3 times 10 minus 7. 30 minus 7 is 23. So the 10th term of this sequence is 23. And that was using this formula here. So let's have a look at this example. If minus 52 was a term in an arithmetic sequence with a common difference of minus 4, so we say D equals minus 4, and the first term is 8, so A equals 8, what's the term number? Well, the only thing we can do is go from the term, the nth term. So we know that the nth term is found by A plus n minus 1d. So let's sub those values in. We know that the term we're looking for is negative 52, and we know the first term is 8 plus n minus 1 is what we're trying to find, or the n, and the common difference is negative 4. So we expand out the right-hand side, and we've got an equation to solve for n. So minus 52 equals 8 plus negative 4n plus 4. Combine those together, we get 12 minus 4n. So I'm going to now probably add the 4n over there and then add the 52 to there, and I get 4n equals 12 plus 52. Add those together, we get 64. 4n equals 64, so n equals 16. So it's the 16th term. So minus 52 is the 16th term. Alright, the most common examples you get, and I haven't written the whole example out, but it's where you've got a sentence that says, you know, the 12th term of a sequence is 9, the 25th term of a sequence is 100, find the first term, the common difference, and what's the value of the 8th term. Now you'd have to take from that the notation. So if we're dealing with the 12th term, we write T12. If we're dealing with the 25th term, we write T25. Okay, so we're going to now formulate a couple of equations with the information that we've been given. So let's write one for the 12th term. So if we're dealing with the 12th term, we're going to obviously be using our formula that we've been looking at. So let's do the 12th term. So T12, which is 9. So we'll write 9 equals A, we don't know, plus, well, if it's the 12th term, I'm going to do 12 minus 1, which is 11. So I get 9 equals A plus 11D. Now we'll call that the first equation. Now let's look at the second piece of information we've got, which is T25. Well, T25 is 100. So if I sub that in, I've got A plus, well, 25, it's the 25th term, 25 minus 1 is 24, 24D, and we call that the second equation. Now, if we were doing this on the non-calculator paper, we'd have to solve this simultaneously. So I'm going to look at the elimination method, because if I subtract equation 1 from equation 2, I eliminate A. So doing that, I'm going to do, I get 9, take away 100 is 91. So A take away A eliminates A, 24 take away 11 gives me 13D. Now if I solve that, I'm left with D equals 7. Alright, so we've now got our common difference. Now I can choose equation 1 or equation 2 to find the value of A. I'm just going to use equation 1. So 9 equals A plus 11 lots of 7, which is 77. So 9 equals A plus the 77. Subtracting the 77 gives me minus 68. So the first term of our sequence, it's right at the bottom of the screen there, is minus 68. Now I've got to find the 8th term, so I'm going to go back to this formula here. I'm looking for T8. We know the first term of the sequence is negative 68, plus 8 to take away 1 is 7, so 7 lots of the common difference, which was 7. So I get the 8th term is minus 68 plus 49. So the 8th term is minus 19.